President Trump just signed what he's calling his big beautiful bill, and it's about to absolutely destroy the sports betting industry as we know it. I'm not being dramatic here. This single provision buried deep in this tax bill is going to bankrupt professional bettors, kill the entire industry, and create a tax nightmare that most people don't even see coming yet. Starting January 1st, 2026, gamblers can only deduct 90% of their losses instead of 100%. And if you think that sounds like it's not a big deal, you're about to learn why this small change is going to create absolute chaos. I'm going to walk you through exactly who this destroys, show you the math that proves this is going to kill the industry, and then explain to you why casual bettors are about to get hit with tax bills that they never saw coming. Because this isn't just about professional bettors. This provision affects the casual bettors that are putting down $20 on an NFL Sunday, all the way to the biggest sports betting content creators on the internet. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the most devastating piece of gambling legislation in modern history. Let me start by showing you the math that proves that this bill is absolutely catastrophic. Under the current system, if you win $100,000 and lose $100,000, you break even. You made zero profit. You owe zero taxes. That makes sense, right? But starting January 1st, 2026, here's what happens to that same bettor. You win $100,000, that's fully taxable income, but you can only deduct $90,000 of the $100,000 in losses. That means that you have $10,000 in taxable income, even though you didn't make a single penny in profit. At a 25% federal tax rate, that means that you owe $2,500 in taxes on money that you never made. This is what they're calling phantom income. You're paying taxes on money that doesn't exist because you lost it gambling. And if you're a professional bettor or a professional poker player moving serious volume, this only gets worse. So let me tell you who this bill is going to destroy, because it's not just the obvious targets. First, any type of professional bettor, whether that's a poker player or a sports bettor. If you're moving millions of dollars each year, it's only going to get worse as the numbers get larger. Second, content creators and influencers that are showing you their plays or trying to educate you on how you can make money sports betting, they're going to get hit with a massive tax bill. Think about it. These creators are creating content, not necessarily making a profit as their main job. And so now all of this phantom income from their losses, it's going to be devastating. Third on this list would be arbitrage bettors using softwares like OddsJam or Pick the Odds, where you're day trading the sports books. A typical arbitrage bettor, if you make $100,000 in profits and lose $98,000, you made $2,000 in profit, you would pay taxes off that $2,000 under the current system. But under the new system in 2026, you can only deduct $88,200 of your losses. That means that you have $11,800 in phantom income. Add on the $2,000 in profit that you made, you have $13,800, and you're going to get taxed at a 25% clip. That's nearly a 700% increase in their tax liability for making guaranteed profit. Before we go deeper down the rabbit hole, if you find this content informational, make sure to smash that subscribe button. This channel is dedicated to sports betting, and sometimes we're making videos that's not talking about the fun stuff. And with changes like this coming, you need to know what's happening now before it's too late. Now let's talk about what this means for the entire industry. This creates what I'm calling the death spiral. Professional bettors quit because they can't take the tax liability hit. Content creators stop making content off of betting because the math just doesn't work out. Casual bettors get hit with unexpected tax bills and stop betting. Sportsbooks see their handle collapse. They stop offering promos because there's no point. The entire ecosystem that's been building since 2018, when sports betting was legalized in America, crumbles right before us. And here's what's really insane. This provision was added late into the legislative process. Most people voting on this bill probably had no idea what they were actually voting on. They buried a provision that kills an entire industry deep inside a tax bill that now we're all going to pay the price. States that legalize sports betting expecting a tax revenue, that revenue is about to disappear as the entire industry collapses. But before you completely panic, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's gaining serious momentum. Representative Dina Titus from Nevada just introduced something called the Fair Bet Act. And this isn't just one politician making noise, it's turning into a real industry-wide fight. The Fair Bet Act would specifically address this exact problem. It would restore the ability for gamblers to deduct 100% of their losses against their winnings, essentially reversing the most devastating part of Trump's bill. But here's what makes this different. This isn't just Nevada fighting alone. The entire betting industry is behind this. From Captain Jack to the sports books, everyone is understanding how devastating of a bill this is if it continues to stay the status quo. And here's the key. This is gaining bipartisan support from Democrats and Republicans because they understand that this phantom income tax doesn't just hurt gamblers, it also hurts their states' economies. The Fair Bet Act isn't just our best hope, it might be our only hope. Look, I'm not here to tell you how to vote or what to think politically. I'm just here to present the facts on how it's going to impact the gambling industry. The big beautiful bill might be beautiful for some people, but it's absolutely devastating to anyone that's involved in the sports betting industry. And if you're a casual sports bettor, you need to understand the tax implications from the big beautiful bill if the Fair Bet Act isn't passed for 2026. But this is where we all need to get involved. Every bettor that's watching this video, contact your local representatives. Share this video, make some noise, and support the Fair Bet Act. This isn't just a tax change. This could be the end of sports betting as we know it. But we still have a chance to fix it. The question is, are you going to help fight for that fix? If this video opened your eyes to what's coming, share it with every bettor that you know. And if you want to stay informed about changes that actually matter in this industry, subscribe to the channel.